It's time! 5 rounds for the WEC Lightweight Championship of the World.
And I was just a new kid in the WEC. Henderson was the champ. Had to show the world that Anthony Pettis can fight.
Fighting Anthony was just going out there trying to get your hand raised and leaving the WC organization as the last lightweight champ and then getting the title shot for the UFC.
Anthony Pettis and the champion, Smooth Ben Henderson.
First round was pretty intense. He came out strong. He came out with some big takedowns.
Pettis is on his back. Another takedown by Ben Henderson.
I remember trying to throw a couple of flashier kicks at him to try and keep him off balance and let him know that I could throw a little bit of flash out there too.
Henderson taking a little page out of Pettis' book right there.
The second round for sure, I felt like I did more of the damage. I felt like I had more of the significant strikes.
Oh, big right hand.
I held his back for most of the third.
Henderson giving up the back to Anthony Pettis, a dangerous place to be.
Let go of his back, with 10 seconds left.
And that's it, he breaks it.
And that was the whole third round.
I do remember in the fourth round having a rear naked choke on Pettis.
Boy, how the tides have turned. Pettis is in a little bit of trouble here. Jeez.
And again, it's his seat. This time he's in deep.
It's under the chin.
That was like this close from being sunk in there.
Oh, beautiful escape there. Unbelievable back and forth action here in the fourth round.
I actually caught him with a big knee in the fourth round. I found my swagger in there. I found my range. I started landing my punches.
And now it's Anthony Pettis coming forward with a flurry.
He doesn't want this more than you, does he? Come on now.
I do remember going into the fifth round knowing that whoever had the better fifth round was probably going to walk away with the belt.
My mentality going in the fifth round was, this is it. I have 5 minutes to prove that I'm better than this guy.
He respects him, but he wants his belt.
Final minute of the fight, I hear my coach saying, you got to go for it. Go for it. Go for it. I remember, seeing him put his back on the cage and kind of just circling away.
To bring down the curtain.
Oh, my goodness. Did you see that? He ran off the wall like a ninja.
I just remember it was like, boom. Everything was just quiet.
Completely unexpected, completely out of left field. No one has ever seen anything remotely similar to that before.
And new WEC Lightweight Champion of the World, Anthony Showtime Pettis.
It was a great kick. It'll probably be a highlight reel for a while, huh?
How devastating is it to not be able to get it done in front of the hometown crowd?
It was great to fight in front of the Glendale. They went out there and they earned it. They had to go vote online to go get it. They earned everything they were given. It was fine. It was good. I put my heart and soul into this. Me inside that cage is everything. I don't hold anything back. Anytime you give all of yourself, anytime you commit all of yourself to something, to anything, and then you come up short, it hurts you. It hurts you bad.
What better way to put a stamp on your first championship in the guy's hometown, the last WEC, moving on to the opportunity to fight for the UFC title.
How do you like that to end the WEC?
Pettis was slated to fight the winner of the lightweight title tilt between Frankie Edgar and Gray Maynard. But the fight ended in a draw, and Maynard was granted a rematch. When injuries delayed the rematch, Pettis opted to take a fight with Clay Guida.
Oh, my goodness! There he goes. There's that head kick. Clay's got his back. Oh, he's got him down. Oh, Clay's on the bottom. Pettis on top, inside control. 90 seconds.
While Pettis worked his way back up the pecking order, Benson Henderson charged past him, winning 4 consecutive fights.
Now he hits him again. Oh, swing it away.
Culminating in the lightweight title.
And new UFC champion of the world, Benson Smooth.
Henderson beat Edgar again. Then Nate Diaz.
And still.
And Gilbert Melendez. Pettis, meanwhile, racked up victories over Jeremy Stevens.
Oh! He's got it!
Joe Lozon.
It's all over! Showtime by knockout! My goodness!
And Donald Cerrone.
And he got it again. He's down. He's down. He's down. And the finish. That's it. It's over.
To finally earn the UFC title shot that slipped through his hands 3 years ago.
Before I even decided to punch my first bag or, to start a career in mixed martial arts, I wanted to be the best in the world. And now it's here in front of me.
When Dana puts that belt around Anthony, it's going to be that vindication. A lot of situations have happened in his life over the last couple of years. Anthony's grown as a man. It's been an incredible journey, but a painful one.
I lost my dad in a house robbery in 2003. I was 16 years old. He was killed across the street from my house. My mom was the one keeping us together, paying the bills, putting me through school, my brothers through school, paying for Taekwondo.
When Anthony was 19, he began studying MMA and found the father figure he'd been seeking.
Duke's an amazing coach. The group of guys he put together and the way he leads us, I've been to a lot of different gyms and I can't find it anywhere else.
Back out. Good. I'm not afraid to get my hands a little dirty with the guys. That's why I like it. We grind together and we shine together. See how your hands are already back on.
We have this connection that I don't find anywhere else.
In 2011, Anthony became a father himself.
My daughter is she's a handful, man. She's gonna be 2 years old. She's the joy of my life. I mean, I don't know where I'd be without her. I know how it is to not have both parents around, and I don't want to be that missing link in her life.
Wrist locked, and there we go.
It's amazing the love you feel for your child. Having another life that depends on you, I can see why my mom made all these sacrifices. If I could be half the parent she is, then I'm doing a good job.
That's it, busy. I'm seeing this progression as the guy I love, Anthony Pettis, as a man, as a father, as a family person. Like, I'm a little emotional about it because, part of, fighting martial arts, it's just not punching, kicking, submitting, wrestling. Like, we're teaching something beyond, just sport. When he wins that belt, it's just gonna complete this circle of the struggle of Anthony Pettis.
This is it. I mean, this is my one chance at becoming the UFC lightweight champion. This is my time, this is my calling, and the way the cards played out, you couldn't write a better story.
Wow, what a fight! Both of these warriors have put on a show.
Benson Henderson and Anthony Pettis have a history together.
Down the curtain.
Oh my
And Pettis
goodness!
with
Did
some
you see
flash.
that?
Anthony Pettis goes full Matrix on the champion.
Ran off the wall like a ninja.
I haven't watched the fight against Pettis probably not for a little while now. A couple of years, I'd say at least.
Ben Henderson's in a world of trouble.
It's history, man. It's 3 years ago. You sit there staring at your past and the future is gonna go flying by.
That tells me they don't want to watch it. He kicked you in the head, dude. Your hair went flying off your head. We found the piece of hair on the octagon floor.
That is something out of the Matrix. I can't believe he landed that.
If he goes to UFC events, that kick's like the main highlight of all the highlights in the UFC. So for him to say he doesn't think about it definitely isn't the truth there. I mean, he might not want to think about it, but I guarantee he's going to come into that cage and want to do something special to me so he can get back at what I did to him.
I think the rematch is going to be very different. Benson Henderson is a completely different guy.
Henderson really firing away.
The biggest factor for me is his confidence. Benson Henderson's confidence is riding extremely high right now. He's beaten the best in the UFC so far.
And it makes it even more special that Ben Henderson's the UFC champ right now.
And still.
He's on top, and I'm, again, working my way up to that. It's motivating. I mean, that's what wakes me up in the morning. That's what makes me train so hard.
He's out. Up, back, finish it.
When I look at my record and I see Pettis as my only loss in the past 3 years, 4 years, I take note of it.
Benson wants to go in there and prove that he's a different fighter. And that first fight was a fluke, and he should have won it.
And we got a really close fight on our hands.
The Showtime kick wasn't a fluke. It's something that doesn't just happen out of nowhere. I mean, I've practiced that kick. I've done it before.
Anthony Pettis believes that he has Benson's number. He wants to keep this fight on the feet and look for that knockout that he was looking for in that first fight.
Quick kicks. Push!
Fighting Ben Henderson, you know, he's not one of them guys that you really have to worry about getting knocked out from. It's going to be tough for him to find my chin.
As far as knockout power, I guess you'd have to give the advantage to Anthony because he has some knockouts, and we haven't had any yet. But, you know, maybe we'll start notching those off, too.
Oh, big right hand!
It's one thing to have power. You got to be able to land it. I do a pretty good job of not getting hit in my fights. I'm going to keep doing that against Pettis, too.
A dominant performance as he defends his title.
Everybody knows Anthony Pettis. I'm a striker. I'm a very creative striker, and you stand up with me long enough, something's gonna happen.
Oh! See how he does that?
His striking has gotten super strong to the point that he can jab someone, cross someone, uppercut, hook. His kicks are really hard. Look at the way he was round kicking in the Henderson fight to the way he's round kicking people now.
That's it! Just like that! Showtime by knockout! My goodness!
He's just breaking people. The most dangerous fighter coming into the fight is Anthony Pettis.
There it is. Woo! Perfect. Nice takedown.
On the ground, I think I definitely have the advantage. I think I'm better in every facet on the ground.
Clay Guida wrestled me, so everybody thinks, all right, to beat Anthony Pettis, you have to wrestle.
Clay Guida was able to take him down and really control him. And I think Pettis learned a lot from that fight.
Can Pettis close out this submission?
In the Guida fight, Anthony wanted to finish the fight so bad from his back.
Oh, he's out! Guida's out of it! Unbelievable! Just a tiny little opening he left.
Anthony has learned to be pragmatic.
And that happened one time, so, I mean, if that's the game plan, they're going to be surprised on my takedown defense, my ability to get back up, and my submission skills.
So every time fight takes place on the ground, I'll beat him up there. You'll see plenty of ground and pound.
Powerful ground and pound, Joe. Vicious shots to the head.
Why couldn't you take him down in the last fight, though? He attempted it.
Hey!
The big left just missing from Ben Henderson. And it looks like the champ just cannot figure out this puzzle.
Beautiful job by Pettis getting out of trouble and gets back to where he's most comfortable.
He was forced to stand and strike with him, and we all know who's more dangerous standing.
I feel like I'm the best 155er in the world, and I don't think he's better than me anywhere, and I can beat him in his own game.
Anthony Pettis is not leaving that octagon with my belt. I bust my butt too hard to lose.
UFC 164 is in my hometown. I'm not letting that belt leave Milwaukee. No way. I'm gonna knock this dude out.